I'm not a conservative, but I'm going to show you the correct way to be a conservative. I know it sounds kind of crazy. How dare someone who's not a conservative try to tell an actual conservative how to be a conservative? Trust me, I get the potential arrogance of making such a video, but I ask you to listen to what I have to say. Hear me out. If you think it's stupid, comment, disagree with me. You know, feel free. I'm open to criticism. But hear what I have to say. So, if you want to be a true conservative and represent conservative values, and you want to be a person of integrity, you want to be a patriot, love your country, support your country, do what's best for your country, then this is what it would look like. This is what you should do. So as a conservative, you have your values. You want smaller government. You want people to have more independence. Get the government out of your lives. Stop taking all these taxes. Stop all of these handouts. Just free money everywhere, running up the national debt. That's fine. You're entitled to your opinion. Obviously, there are many liberals who don't agree with you. They love the programs. They want more of the programs. So they're going in the opposite direction of you. And that's fine. Let them do their thing. But as a conservative, you can have these values and you can promote these values. And the way you do that is by cleaning up the trash. People like Matt Gaetz, Moscow Mitch, Lindsey Graham, Dan Crenshaw, all of these clowns, Donald Trump, anybody who's closely aligned with him, anyone who's a big supporter of him, get rid of those people. Those people are hurting your mission. If you want smaller government, you want conservative values, you want power in the hands of conservatives. You don't like what the liberals are doing. You feel like this country's going towards socialism. And it's not about judging you, right? So I'm not questioning if this is how you feel, and that's what you want for this country. You want us to stop moving towards the left or moving towards socialism. You want us to move more to the right, more conservative. You're concerned about things like abortion. If you really believe in those things, you've got to get rid of the trash. You've got to clean house. You've got to drain the swamp. These clowns are pandering to you. They're pandering to you. Playing all these games and the Constitution and hiding behind the flags and patriots and this and that and God bless you and all. They're playing you. Playing like they're religious and they believe what you believe and they're fighting against this battle against it. Those guys are clowns. Get rid of them. Clean up the Republican Party. Get some people in there that have integrity and who actually stand for the conservative values that you have. Not pretending to, because they want that $180,000 a year salary guaranteed. They want the millions in the bank. All this money that these Republicans are getting, right? And as a conservative, you don't just talk about, like I hear people who are conservative, they say, I don't like these establishment Republicans. I don't like the Republican Party, right? That's what they say. I don't like the Republican Party. If you don't like the Republican Party and you're a real conservative, you really believe in conservative values, then you should be cleaning house. Get rid of them. Tell them to shape up or shape out. Or ship out, rather. Right? Start writing letters to these people, calling them, go to the town halls, vote them out. Vote the trash out of your party. Get some people in there who will represent your values, who will stand for something, not playing games all day about, oh, Aunt Jemima and who the Dr. Seuss and then Mr. Potato. These are all political theater. The same stuff that you're upset about with what the left is doing, and they definitely play games over there as well. But if you don't like that, then don't support people on the right doing the same thing. Come on, I mean, right now, the way for you to be successful in the Republican Party right now is you pretend to be religious. You go on your Twitter and you say God this and God that, and then you talk about stuff about, oh, they're trying to get religion out of the schools, and they're trying to all this stuff, and you keep talking about patriotism and the Constitution says this and constitutionality and they're all that stuff. You just keep feeding people, and then the outrage, oh, they're burning books. Don't fall for it. If you are a true conservative, you want a clean house so you can get quality people in the Republican Party. Let the Republican Party be a party of integrity. Let the Republican Party be at a level where it can destroy the Democratic Party. Right now, every time you guys get into the presidency, it's not through popular vote. You're sneaking through with the Electoral College and all this kind of nonsense. That is limiting your power. If you really believe in conservative values, then you need to get more power. To get more power, you need a solid party. Right now, the Republican Party is a joke. As big of a joke that the Democratic Party is, and they are, the Republican Party is worse. I know you don't believe that. I know you don't understand that. But you've got to look at the facts. Why is it that you're not winning the popular vote? Why is it that I don't want to get into the ideas about the election, because I know that's something people are going to say is there's something funky with the election, and that's what it is. Listen, whatever you believe about the election, it doesn't explain the lack of popular vote. You've just got to think logically. The Republican Party is not making an effort to really grow, right? They are doing this divide and conquer tactic. It's war against the left. The left is evil. War against the left, right? So that means that they want to pander to you guys, and they're focused on a narrow audience of people, conservatives. So that's why they're playing all this religious stuff and saying all the stuff they know you like, right? Not really reaching across the aisle, not really trying to expand, not really trying to let liberals take them more seriously. Because yes, you're not going to get a majority of the liberals. That's not feasible. But the fact that you're able to win sometimes, just not popular, but you're able to win the presidency, means that on the margins, there is opportunity for you guys to dominate, win the popular vote, win the presidency. All you need is a little bit. A lot of these presidential races are very, very close. And if you're really a true conservative, you will want to close the margins, right? Get that little extra amount of votes that gets you the popular vote, that gets you, more Senate seats and things like that. And I know, thanks to people like Pelosi, Democrats didn't do that well. Let them tell it. They did really well. But, man, they got through with the skin of their teeth. The Democratic Party is easy for you to beat, but not when you are supporting a clown show of a party. Drain the swamp, not the way that Trump claimed he was going to do and didn't really do. Drain the Republican swamp. I mean, you have a guy, Matt Gaetz. This guy might have been involved in child sex trafficking. You want to be a real conservative? Be up in arms 10 times that you were for Dr. Seuss and Aunt Jemima and Mandalorian. You should be 100 times more up in arms. Where are the Republicans taking to the streets saying he should resign? People were saying they want to impeach Biden before he was even elected. People are talking about they want to get rid of Pelosi. I'm not fans of either of them, right? But if you're gonna go after Pelosi, right, as much a clown as she is, and you're gonna be hiding in the shadows about Matt Gaetz, if you're hiding in the shadows about Matt Gaetz, you're not a real conservative. You don't really care about conservative values, because people like Matt Gaetz is hurting you. He's hurting your movement. And your reluctance to say anything, to speak out, says that you support child sex trafficking. What does that look like to other people? Are people going to want to support your movement? Are they going to want to join the Republican Party and vote Republican, seeing that Republican voters don't care that one of their representatives might be involved in child sex trafficking? And even if he didn't do it, because I know people want to play the games, it isn't until proven. Listen, man. Did you wait until Hunter Biden, until he had his trial, before you jumped on the laptop? I mean, that was a valid scandal. But if you're going to jump on that, you got to jump on Matt Gaetz. Otherwise, it looks like you're protecting a child sex trafficker. That's not how a true conservative would be. You would be outraged. You'd be outraged not just by Matt Gaetz, but the Republicans who are not demanding that he resigns. You would be outraged by your media who's not calling him out. I think Fox News is finally stepping up. But you'd be, Newsmax, what the hell? Blaze TV, what the hell? Tim Pool, Ben Shapiro, Steven Crowder, what the? They'll be getting so much thumb downs right now. If you were a real conservative, you'd be going hard on these guys and saying, why is it that you have nothing to say about this guy? We need to get him out of office. He's hurting us. He is hurting the conservative movement. We need to get him out. If you're not doing that, if you're silent, you're on the sidelines, and you're sitting there letting these clowns get you all worked up about pancake syrup, Mr. Potato Head, children's books, you're not a real conservative. You're nothing but a pawn that's being played by the elites. These millionaire Republicans making millions of dollars because you don't have the integrity to stand up for your beliefs. You don't have the integrity to speak out against corruption. You're too busy falling for the games, looking at the left, the liberals, the left, and meanwhile, not cleaning your own house. If you're a real conservative, you'd be first focused on conservative values, first focused on conservative issues, right? Which means the party that you have, that's your party. Focus on your party. Clean it up. Otherwise, you're not a real conservative. You're just a pawn.